Hey everybody, Eric here with a random Sunday video. Just to talk about my channel a little bit and ask some questions from my regular viewers. Because I'm trying to make some decisions here. I have tons of books to read, and I'm trying to find a balance in what I'm reading. Regular viewers, again, will know that I have a pretty regular schedule. Post a book review on Monday, a reading remembrances video on Wednesday, another book review on Friday. And then occasionally there's these random Sunday things when I interview somebody that usually drops the day after I've done the interview, which could be any day of the week. Sometimes it takes the place of a book review or something. But generally, it's book review, reading remembrances, book review, and now lately on Wednesdays I've also been doing my comics pull list. So I have this notebook here. Let me put my little silk. This notebook is falling apart. This notebook right here, and this is where I write down my notes when I do a reading remembrances, and I write down in the back whenever I record a review. I write it down, and then I give it a check mark when the review has been posted. And at the moment, there are 3 on here that have not been posted. I just recorded 2 more, so those will go on here. And sometimes it just feels like I'm not posting quickly enough. Especially, I mean, the range of books, the range of size in the books that I read obviously varies. So I'll read a book in a day or 2 if it's a smaller book, and then I may take a week to read something, and then I may read a couple small things. Doesn't really matter, but they start to build up, and it feels, then I'm like, oh, I read this book 3 weeks ago, and the review hasn't gone up yet. So I'm considering adding more videos per week. But the only problem I foresee is then I may run out of reviews if I add one more. If I'm posting 3 reviews a week instead of 2, there may come a time where I've caught up with everything I've reviewed, I haven't finished reading any books yet, and then I have nothing to post. So, do you have any thoughts on that? Should I think about this a little longer, see how many reviews pile up, or if they pile up, if I end up reading something huge that takes me a while, or something else takes my attention or my time? What do you think? Is it worth it? Or I don't know about adding like random extra reviews. If I look at the book and say, okay, I've got enough backstock, I know where I'm at with my reading and what I haven't recorded reviews for yet, I can just toss out another review this week. And if I do that, if I add another review, what day of the week? These aren't really important questions. They're just questions I have. I like the Monday, Wednesday, Friday format with the occasional Sunday thing. So if I were to add another weekly review, I want to stick with Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Do I add it? Do I do Tuesday? Do I do Thursday? Do I do Saturday? I'm tending to think Thursday. So although, well, either way, it gets crowded around Wednesday because I have 2 videos on Wednesdays with the comic book videos now. So, but I'm still thinking Thursday. So you'd have a review on Monday, reading remembrances and comic book pull list on Wednesday, then a review Thursday, a review Friday. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Let's see. What else am I thinking about? So I've been doing the F. Paul Wilson Secret History of the World series, reading through a whole bunch of books, and I've been enjoying that. Hopefully you've been enjoying it too. But now I'm sort of accumulating other things that could fall into that sort of same series read through. I just recorded a review for a book that is the first... I don't want to tell you what it is. And again, it's a review that you're not going to see for 3 weeks. Because of my schedule. But it is, I'm looking over here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 other books that are part of this. And I want to sort of rotate these into what I'm reading. And then there's the splatter westerns. I'd like to rotate these into what I'm reading. But then I don't want to just become this channel that's me reviewing the Secret History of the World by F. Paul Wilson series, the splatter western books, the other thing that I'm not going to tell you what it is, because there's a review coming up. I've been getting the Rewind or Die series. I'd like to mix those in. And then there's just all the other new books. Plus I've really been getting into reading some older stuff. So I'm trying to find the balance. And the problem, again, that I'm seeing is the F. Paul Wilson books. I'm lucky if I put out one video on that series a month. And then if I sort of rotate in these other series and things, it just feels like there's going to be too much space in between things. But I don't want to read a whole bunch of, I don't want to read a bunch of splatter westerns in a row and then have my four reviews in a row be splatter westerns. You know what I'm saying? Does anybody actually care about this stuff? These are just things that are on my mind, and I'm hoping to maybe get a little feedback. I mean, there's tons of new stuff, brand new stuff that I want to read. There's stuff that I've had for a while that I want to get to. The Joe Ledger series. So I was thinking about doing a sort of a read-through of the entire Joe Ledger series by Jonathan Mayberry. But then that's another series that has to go into the rotation. What are your thoughts? Does anybody care about this stuff? Should I add another, take the chance and add another review to the weekly schedule? I've been trying to get more reading done, turning the TV off a little bit more and read more, but then I've got comics to read. I've got, I just worked a 50-hour week. That really cuts into my reading time. Stupid day job. Aside from like other random videos, I know I'm supposed to be doing videos that show you my bookshelves, and people have requested author spotlights and things like that. Aside from that sort of random stuff, just as a regular series kind of thing, is there anything anybody cares about? Anything you'd like to see? Do you think adding an extra review every week is a good idea? Should I stick with what I'm doing? Just let me know. Let me know your opinion. I may or may not take it into consideration. And that's it. I think that's all I've got. Those are the questions I have. Oh, the life of a non-paid YouTube book reviewer. Yeah, I'm just looking, man, there's so many, just looking at the stacks of books on the floor. So many I want to read right now. Plus, I've got tons of nonfiction that I want to read. Do you care about reviews of nonfiction books? Should that be part of what I'm reviewing? Should I stick with horror, mainly, and with the occasional sci-fi and mystery and stuff, whatever, I happen to read? Let me know. What is it people want? Tell me, and I may or may not do it. All right, so that's it. That's my question, or questions. So I don't need a question of the video, because that's basically all this video was. So if you have any comments, questions, or corrections, if you're going to help me with this dilemma, that's really not important in the grand scheme of things, You can leave comments, questions, corrections in the comments below. Comments are open for spoilers. I don't know what we're going to spoil, but just post spoiler warning. We try to be polite here on my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you'd care to follow me on other social media, my Twitter is @Ronin5757. My Instagram, where I post pictures of books, comics, board games, and fuzzy animals, is Eric Smith 5757. That's Eric with a K, ERIKSMITH 5757. I am Eric Smith, and that's all I've got for you on this random Sunday video. So until next time, read more books.